If you've ever started a diet strong on Monday and quit by Friday, I want you to hear this. That's not a willpower problem, that's a habits problem. There are 5 specific habits that decide whether any calorie reduction method actually works for you long term, and I'm walking you through every single one today. If you appreciate me making this type of content, let me know by gently tapping that like button. Let's get into it. Now, real quick, before we get into the 5 habits, I need you to let go of something. You did not fail your diet because you don't have enough discipline. I promise you that. You failed because nobody gave you the actual habits that make sticking to a diet easier instead of exhausting. That's the missing piece. Once these 5 things are in place, it genuinely does not matter which method you picked in my last video: calorie counting, intermittent fasting, keto, zero carb, any of it. These habits make all of them work better. Let's get into the first one. Habit 1: keep your changes small and simple in the beginning. I know it's tempting to overhaul your entire life on day one. New diet, new workout plan, new sleep schedule, cutting out sugar, cutting out alcohol, all at once. Here's the problem: your brain treats big sudden changes as a threat and it fights back hard. Instead, pick 1 or 2 small things and start there. Maybe that's just hitting your calorie target for the day. That's it. Once that feels easy, and I mean actually easy, not just tolerable, add the next thing. Simple beats impressive every single time because simple is what will actually keep you doing it in week 4. Habit 2: build a routine you don't have to think about. This is huge and is something most people get backwards. They rely on motivation to remember to track their food, or to meal prep, or to hit their water intake. Motivation runs out. Routine doesn't. So tie your new habit to something you already do every day without thinking. Log your breakfast right after you brush your teeth. Prep tomorrow's meal right after you clean up dinner. Same time, same trigger, every day. After about 21 to 30 days of doing this, it stops feeling like a task on a list and it just becomes what you do. That's the goal. You want this to require zero motivation. Quick break. I want to know what you want me to cover next. Drop a comment below telling me what topic you want me to break down in a future video, whether that's a specific method, something around mindset, or something else entirely that pertains to health and fitness. I read every comment and I'm building this channel around what you actually want to see. All right, enough of that. Habit 3: track measurements, not everything. This one trips up so many people. They try to track calories, macros, steps, water, sleep, and the scale all starting on day one, and it becomes overwhelming fast. So simplify it. Instead of obsessing over the scale, which can bounce around for reasons that have nothing to do with fat loss, track your measurements. Specifically, your neck, your chest, your arms around the bicep and tricep, your waist, and your thigh around the thickest part. Measure those once a week, same day, same time. This gives you a much clearer picture of what's actually happening to your body. Because the scale doesn't tell you if you're losing fat or losing muscle, a tape measure does. Pick one system, track those 5 spots, and let that be proof of your progress instead of a number on the scale messing with your head. Now, habit 4. And honestly, this is the most important one on this entire list. Don't let one mistake turn into "I'll try again next week." This is the habit that separates people who actually reach their goal from people who restart every single Monday for the rest of their life. Here's what happens: you eat off plan at one meal, or you skip a workout, or you have a rough weekend and your brain says, "Well, I already messed it up. Might as well start fresh next week." That single thought is the most expensive sentence in fat loss. One missed meal does not erase your progress, but a week of "I'll start Monday" absolutely will. The fix is simple. The next meal is your reset. Not next week, not tomorrow, the very next meal. You mess up at lunch, dinner's your comeback. That's it. That's the whole habit, and it will change everything for you if you actually apply it. Habit 5. Get comfortable saying no to things that pull you too far from your goal. This one doesn't get talked about enough. Saying no to the office donuts. Saying no to the extra drink when you're out with friends. Saying no to the just one bite, it won't hurt pressure from someone who means well but isn't on your journey with you. You do not need to explain yourself or feel guilty. A simple, I'm good, thank you, is a complete sentence. The people who succeed long term aren't the ones with superhuman willpower. They're the ones who got comfortable with a little bit of social friction because they know exactly what they're working towards. So there you have it. 5 habits, and not a single one of them requires you to be perfect. Keep your changes small. Build a routine that runs on autopilot instead of motivation. Track your measurements instead of obsessing over the scale. Treat your next meal as your reset button instead of next Monday. And get comfortable saying no. Stack these 5 together, and it genuinely does not matter which method from our last video you picked. These habits are what make it stick. And if you want to go back and figure out which calorie reduction method actually fits your lifestyle in the first place, I made a video on exactly that, and you can click it here. See you next time.